Now it's day 2 of the Diddy trial, and things just got a whole lot darker. Today, the courtroom was filled with tension as Cassie Ventura took the stand and revealed bombshells that no one saw coming. But before we get into that, let's talk about what's really been making waves: Diddy's appearance. This is the man who once ruled the hip-hop world, but now he looks frail, almost unrecognizable. His energy's low, and he seemed a world away from the swaggering mogul we once knew. But it's not just Diddy who's causing a stir. His legal team's making moves, and it's clear they're doing everything they can to control the narrative. On the other side, Cassie stood tall, surrounded by supporters, clearly ready to take her moment and speak out. This trial is shaping up to be one of the most explosive celebrity cases in recent memory. And today, we heard testimony that has shocked everyone involved. So, let's set the scene. Diddy walked into court today looking a lot different than his usual sharp self. A little frail, a little off his game. He wasn't surrounded by the usual entourage, but he did have a few key people there to show support. His legal team was ready to go to battle, and they came prepared, trying to keep things cool and controlled. Now, on the other side, Cassie. She had her husband Alex Fine by her side, looking stoic. But it wasn't just Alex. Her team of supporters made it clear they weren't backing down. Cassie's standing her ground in a way we haven't seen from her before. She's the one holding the power now, with Diddy's empire in the crosshairs. Here are the shocking revelations we uncovered today. 1. Freak-offs became Cassie's full-time job. Here's where it gets crazy. Cassie testified that at some point in their relationship, her career wasn't the focus. Sex parties were. These freak-offs weren't just occasional. They were a weekly routine. Her role changed from being an artist to a full-time participant in Diddy's secret, wild world of drugs and sex. And in return, he paid her paid and living expenses, often in cash. 2. A sex worker was paid to urinate in Cassie's mouth. Now, this one is deeply disturbing. Cassie testified that Diddy allegedly hired a sex worker and instructed her to urinate in Cassie's mouth during one of these parties. And the worst part? Cassie says she was drugged, unable to truly consent to any of it. This was just one of the twisted things Cassie claims Diddy used his power to force her into. On why she didn't walk away from him, she replied she was naive and a people pleaser. 3. Freak-offs were weekly and could last 4 days. Imagine this: weekly freak-offs that could stretch for up to 4 days. Cassie shared that these parties weren't just a one-time thing. They went on for days, with multiple escorts lined up to sleep with her, given drugs, and Diddy calling the shots of everything in the bedroom. Drained doesn't even begin to cover it. Cassie says she was emotionally and physically spent. 4. Cassie was drugged and secretly filmed. But it didn't stop there. Cassie said she was frequently drugged. Sometimes she didn't even know what she was taking, and secretly filmed. She's been scared for years that these tapes could be used to blackmail her, to silence her if she ever tried to speak out. 5. Diddy's staff helped facilitate it all. And here's the kicker: it wasn't just Diddy. According to Cassie, his whole team was involved. His assistants, his bodyguards, even the staff helped to organize the freak-offs, book the hotels, and bring in the escorts and help with the cover-ups. It wasn't just a couple of parties. It was a full-fledged operation. 6. Tension in courtroom. As Cassie dropped these bombs, the tension in the courtroom was thick. The graphic nature of her testimony led to his children removed from the courtroom. It was clear the details were too much, even for them to handle. That's how dark this is getting. Also, a request from Diddy's legal team to have Alex Fine, Cassie's husband, removed for fear for Diddy's life. 7. The ex-worker was appalled. The ex-worker who testified mentioned that he became appalled when he witnessed Diddy beat up Cassie and never went back again. We will continue to keep you posted.